Science is sexy sometimes. What if it's you? This book is weird. This book is about our main character, Laurel. She is working at a kind of meta Facebook-y type company in like marketing or finance, but she has a friend named Drew. She met like on her first day of work many years ago, who is working in the more experimental department. They are trying to work on a machine that will be kind of like alternate reality, I guess. In this book, you learn a lot about physics, you learn a lot about alternate realities and the idea of like the multiverse. This is a way for our heroine to explore essentially what her life would look like if she was no longer with her current partner and was instead with Drew. She is dating a guy named Ollie, and she ends up finding an engagement ring in his sock drawer, and this freaks her out because she has commitment issues, even though these people have been together for years. So she is trying to convince the machine, show her what her life would look like if she was not with Ollie and was instead with Drew. This ends up kind of working for her, and she's like toggling between two realities, even without the help of that machine. So in one reality, she is with Drew and her life looks completely different, and in her present reality, she is with Ollie. I think you would enjoy if you like the concept of the multiverse or you like the science behind all of this. I don't think you would like this if you're looking for a good romance, because let's just say our heroine, I think, kind of settles. I don't think there was very much resolution in terms of our heroine's maybe trauma and backstory. It's very much a reason she does not want to accept this man's proposal, and that is barely touched upon. We needed a little bit more from that to fully support eventually figuring out what she wants out of a romantic partner. Won't spoil who she ends up with. She does in fact end up with one of these men. Time Loops and Meet Cute by Jackie Lau. This book is about Noelle and Cam. Noelle ends up eating dumplings at a street market and ends up reliving the same day over and over and over again. The problem with this book is that I got almost 50% of the way into it and I could not tell you a single goddamn thing about this woman. I guess a workaholic. Everybody thinks that she needs to outside of the office and more time trying to find a romantic partner. That is all we know about her. We don't know anything about her interests, about her family, about fucking anything, except for her trying to get out of this Groundhog Day situation. She ends up like meeting a guy who also wants to show up multiple different times within her day that keeps repeating until she's like, oh, maybe I should like this guy, maybe he's my one true love. It's just not romantic or sexy in any way. I don't know if I like time being played with romance. In fact, I kind of know for a fact that I don't. Not super sexy. What is sexy is Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. Both of the main characters in this book have science-y-ish jobs. Our heroine is graduating from grad school. She is also, in fact, hopelessly in love with her older brother's best friend. This is just incredibly hot. If you like a good, sexy flashback, if you like a forbidden summer romance with a little bit of an age gap taboo, I think you would enjoy this book. If you dislike the miscommunication trope, or very specifically dislike talk of age gaps and age gap books, don't think this is going to be for you. There is so much talk about the age gap that is quite literally the only thing holding these two back from being with each other. It is a repeated conversation over and over and over again. If that sort of thing is something that might irritate you, I think you're probably not gonna with this book. If you want to be horny, read this book.